Yes. Why is it? I know you're about to get in the shower, but why you want that in a red cup? No, ma'am. Take that out of the cup. Please take that out of the cup. And you see that garbage can right there? Put that red cup in there. Thank you very much. You see this right here? Take your phone and put it right there. Good job. Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
This can't be real, brand new.
What I'm about to tell you.
Here's how to disappear from the internet overnight. I dropped my email into Cloaked, and it scanned more than 120 data broker sites. Seconds later, it listed every leak. Phone, address, even old bills. I hit remove, and Cloaked fired the opt-outs for me. As it worked, robocalls.
Y'all, Camille, look at this. Now, what the terrible toupee is going on here? That boy stuck that on his head like Velcro. This sure is a whole lot of trickery going on here. That boy edged and shaped up his head with his hands. Oh my God. Now he brushing his hair with his toothbrush. I ain't gonna even lie.
That's all women do is think. Always thinking. Sometimes you can't even sleep because you won't shut the hell up. You in the bed and your mind is just racing about nothing. Just, I need to talk to her tomorrow. So I like the way she spoke to me today. And I'm not gonna have this uncomfortable thing going on between us. Did I lock the door? I should have bought those shoes. To lunch tomorrow. I don't know. Why you think about lunch? If you can have a good breakfast, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start every morning with a good breakfast. Maybe I start that low carb diet. That seems to be working for a lot of people. What was my third grade English teacher's name? Miss Jones, Miss Jenkins. Man, I need to be asleep. What the hell am I doing? Let me think about it. That's all women do is think.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
60, switch. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
52 blaster, yellow, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Chargers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 4. Now again, right side, Flynn. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Ah, shit. Damn it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bisons.
Now again, right side. Flynn. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Stop.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 24 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Come on.
Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 45
that bullshit.
yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Come on, hold on to the fucking ball, man.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Man.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job
This is
of
fucking crazy, man. Keep doing this dumb shit.
And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Up the middle they go. Flynn. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Okay, ready?
Now a handoff up the middle.
Come on, really?
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 17, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Really?
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
2nd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
What the fuck?
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Chargers take over.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
35-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Flynn. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Flynn. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
60 red.
2nd and 6. It's caught.
Come
Inside
on.
the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Chargers 20, Rams 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Let's go. 52 blue. Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Set, go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And it's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
A 37-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Excuse me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And
come on, man.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
Ready.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Yellow, 43. Cut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Fights through it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Let's go now.
They'll run on first down. Sanchez. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Oh! Desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Pushes him aside at the 10. I love plays like that.
Good play. Cool.
It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 27, Rams 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Okay.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Black Ultra. Let's go. Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Nacua. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Rams first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 30. Ready?
Back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete.
Come on with the bullshit, man.
Going to lead to third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 33, yellow.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Diaz. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 22.
They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here now, 3rd down.
Here we go. 52.
Back to throw. And complete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Taken down at the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
The fuck?
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 6 coming up.
Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Got it.
Here's first down.
Set. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Here we go, set, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go, first and goal.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Ready, ready.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready. Come on. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Quick hitter here, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over
respect him
yet,
at fullback, boy.
first blood here in this overtime. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside.
Come on.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Pause, black, next.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go, set.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on with the bullshit.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on third down.
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats,
ready?
That's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Down. Red, 38. Check, hunt.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So it's a win here for the L.A. Chargers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Los Angeles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.